Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as promised, a OPC hunting video. Gonna stick mainly to territory and isogen OPC hunting, at least for the purposes of this video. But some of these tactics can be used for, OPC hunting anything. Even a ship while it's grinding, taking that OPC. You can absolutely use these tactics. First few things I'm going to discuss are going to be ships and crews, and then I'm going to do some practical applications of this. Look at me trying to sound all fancy. I'm actually going to do a few hunting runs just to give you some examples. More tactics. So I think the best hunting ship is the Vidar Talios. It is an upgraded version of the Vidar, and I think they did a really good job with this. They made it faster, both with warp speed and impulse speed. They made the cargo bay bigger and the protected cargo also bigger. And for the most part, this is a ship that will progress with you. Now, it is limited to like mid G5, say 55, 56-ish kind of power. But it will go from being a G3 size ship to a G5 size ship. So it will increase a bit as you increase. Another tactic you can use, the amalgam. Few reasons here. You may need more cargo space. Depending on where your Vidar or your Vidar Talios is, you may want more cargo. Using a mining ship is going to help that. And it's a relatively big-ish mining ship for some of you, and it can also cloak. So you can have that advantage of not being chased while you're chasing, and you can get some of the combat advantages from cloaking. And the good old-fashioned Vidar. I'm not even sure how big. Cargo capacity, not even at 1 million protected cargo, 250,000. And you can see my Vidar Talios is far superior to that. A couple of the crews, they're basic PvP combat crews. There's nothing too specific about what you would need to hunt with. Here's your interceptor strike team with the isolytic guys. Look at all the people below deck. Tendi, Mariner, Rutherford, Boimler. All these lower decker assholes. Even this other new lower decker asshole gives you some isolytic defense. You never know who you're going to find out there. Can help. And here you go. The Freeman-led crew. Bam. With Worf and Lorca, which Worf and Lorca are really good by themselves, or I guess technically paired. You can pair somebody else here if you want to, if you don't have Freeman. Yuki's a great option. Killy going along with Lorca here, she's a good option. You can also use B'Etor if you want. Captain ability, increase your cloaking duration. There's potential for that to be a use for you there. And then you got the Borg assholes below deck for all them more below deck abilities. Now take a look at some of this more speed crew. You got Burnham here. Captain ability going to increase your speed, but you're not necessarily giving up that much on the combat side. Because as you can see here, when fighting players, for each weapon attack that hits, remove 300% of your officer attack from opponent's shield. Now, with a ship like a Vidar, you're not going to shoot as much, so may not work as well for you. But you got Giorgio on the side for some burning, and Ash Tyler on the other side for some increased damage while you're burning. And also, don't forget about Kuron. And let's say the Kuron-led crew. Yes, you will need to attack somebody first to be able to get this increased speed, but does have combat related other abilities like being able to recharge your kinetic weapons a little faster, get you more shots. Total in battle, anyway. It is an option for you. And don't forget some of the other ones like Claw. He does have some crit damage, so maybe he could go with your Lorca and your Honor Guard Worth. And Pan. Pan has lots of impulse speed, though you're giving up a little bit in combat because he puts hull breach on your ship, which is kind of silly. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go look for some OPCs. Now, what I'm going to do first is tactic I use occasionally. I don't really OPC hunt that much because up until now, the nodes have been really small and we've been getting really big and lots of people are maxing out their protected cargo, so it's just not that much to be had. And I get kind of annoyed wasting my time. Like, if I'm not going to get OPC, what the hell is the point? I can mine it easy. But let's go ahead and cloak my amalgam. As you can see here, I got 23 minutes on this cloak. So I can send the ship in here. And they're not even going to know until they watch this video. And no, I'm not worried about pissing off fucks by OPC hunting in their territory because they have been doing it to us, so we don't give a shit. They can go fucks themselves. Ha 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 ha. Funny joke. Alright, wow, we got a whole bunch of ships in here. Got some OPCs right there, 28,000. Look at this guy, Mr. 63. 1.8 million. See, this is what I was talking about. This is why you might want some more cargo. Look at all the OPCs in here. I feel like I'm in Young Guns. Yeah, anybody ever seen that movie? Remember after they drink the peyote? Because we're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us. Yeah, they can't see me. Look at all the OPC. And I can just come in here, check for all the OPC, and what are they going to do about it? Nothing. Because they can't see me. I'm in the spirit world. Yes, a lot of people mine with their big ass ships instead of the Meridian now. Mainly for the protected cargo. But you can see how big some of these ships are, so you may need more combat power. Where was that million one? I want that million, asshole. Let me get some of that. Oh, look at you with your 800,000. Where was that at? He was over here. Yeah, there we go. Not going to do too much in here because I got other things to do, but show you a few tactics while I'm doing this. I'm going to pick my two. I'm going to pick this 800,000 guy. And I'm going to pick this 1 million guy and I'm going to get out of here. But again, see, even if there's a glitch and they can see me, they can't necessarily kill me. And now that I can see in their system, I can take my ship and send it right next to them. Instead of coming in here blind, don't know where the ship's going to end up. And I should be very easily be able to come in here and get this however many millions Now you can see me. Oh, you're leaving. Oh. But you're not leaving with this ship. Okay. No. I have no idea what happened. Okay, Mr. Himini got me. But that is what happens sometimes. They're going to see you coming. They're going to send the ships in. They're going to come kill you. Oh, well. But that's why you use something like, say, a Vidar Talios. A lot of protected cargo. Yes, I got blowed up and I lost some. But you know what? I lost 800,000. But it wasn't mine. It was this guy's. It was this guy's. And my protected cargo was 1 million. I just got a 1 million free ISO for that. That's why I think it is about time that they increase the size of these isogen nodes. It's going to bring OPC hunting back for a lot of people. Because you see some of these ships in here. Now you see some of these guys with all kind of OPC, which is so weird. But however, like you're not even trying to protect your own OPC, but mine however you like. Maybe they need to watch my last video. Oh, and now I go kill this guy. And I take all his OPC. I'll take his 800,000. And I'll just recall. And I'm gone. So, alright, let's pop a shield back up. Don't need much else here. So, wrap this up here a little bit. Show you a few tactics. It is relatively straightforward. You send your ship into another system. You look for the OPCs. You kill the OPCs. Really, the only tactic is really the cloaking. Send a cloak ship in there. Maybe one that has the longest duration, just so you can have as much time as you feel like it. You send a ship with like 3 minutes of cloaking, then you kind of feel a little rushed. You send a 20-minute cloaker in there, like say your amalgam, you feel more relaxed and you have all the time. You take your time. And then maybe you can go on to another system if you decide you want to send your Talios in there, because you can see in the system already. You can send your Talios right next to the node there. And you can just keep hitting with your Talios and save your cloak for maybe another time. Like say, after they've already discovered you coming in there and OPC hunting, you can come in there and get another 800,000. This is an option for you. But I do recommend, if you're going to use, like say, an amalgam, I would put a combat crew on there, because you saw the size of some of those miners. Some of them get big as shit. Okay? Now, it is going to depend on what server you're on, but mine is an old server, so we got some of these, level 60 plus guys up here with over 100 million damn miner. So, need a little more power to take out some of them. Alright, so went over a few crews. Interceptor strike team is probably your best, mostly because you should be using an interceptor, because you do want some speed. You want to balance power and speed. Interceptors are the best option for that, especially with an interceptor strike team or a Freeman-led crew. Comment below. How have you been OPC hunting in the past year or so? Do you think your OPC hunting is going to improve now, be more fruitful because of the increased size of these isogen nodes? What are some of the other tactics you try to use to give yourself an advantage when you are OPC hunting? Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.